Hello everyone, Rich here, back for part 4 of this MS Deborah Minecraft tutorial. Today's focus will be the top deck superstructure, masts, funnels, deck houses and any other things I can think of along the way. So that should be just getting down to the final nitty gritty of this build actually. Probably be one more video after this one for all the smaller details, we'll wait and see. But main focus today is the superstructure at the top and also the funnel and mast and things, so we'll get on with that. First of all though, we're going to go to the side of the ship's wheelhouse and add our doors and windows to the side of that, which we didn't do in the previous video, but doesn't matter. So if we go to the side wall along the side here, we'll just add our first window there, and then doors like that, and then just add windows every other block all the way along until you get to the cabins. So just go all the way along. Now on the prototype, I think I spaced them every 2 blocks, but I'm doing this every 1 block. Why not? Because it's, it's your build. You can do whatever you want. I'm just doing this way because I can. So there's our windows added along there, and they don't look too bad. And then in this area, by the side of the stairs, we can add handrails going up to the cabins. So just get our handrails around there, or glass panes if you like. And from the top of the stairs, add handrails / glass pane all the way up to the side of the cabin. Missed one there. Up to there. There we go. So that's a little bit of detail done there. And then we move to the back end of the ship's superstructure behind the cabins, and we do the same sort of thing in there. So in this area here, this corner piece, you're going to want to add, say, a pair of doors if we can get in there. A pair of doors there, and then sort of windows again. Without causing too much damage. Put one of the doors there, and then we put a window rather than put a pair of doors here. Like so. And then in that space we just add our handrails again. Like so. So yeah, there's that section done there. You do the same on the other side, because of course it's symmetrical. So that area should be done like that. And then this side wall here, which is completely blank at the moment, you can do pretty much what I'm going to do. Oh shit, the server connect. What happened? The server crashed. Back of the state. Okay, back again. Like I was saying, the windows on the side wall here, we can probably do the same sort of thing as this. So along the side here, if we put, say, 3 lines of window like that, and then leave, we don't want a prototype, we'll leave a single block gap and add another window like that, and another block gap, and another window, and another block gap, and another window. It's entirely up to you how you want to interpret this, but that's how it is on this side. So like I say, you do the same on both sides. So you've got the windows on the side of the wheelhouse, windows behind the cabins there in that space, as well as the handrails, and also those 4 windows there. If you want to copy those, you can. You don't have to do it exactly, just do whatever you want. But that's that little area done there, and then we'll focus on that in a minute. The next job after that, I'll do a jump cut in a minute and do those windows, but on the back end of the deck here, where we've got the this area here, we've got stairs and things, you can add the handrails to this area here, because we don't need to add any more detail to this. Okay, jump cut again. Like I was saying, on the back end of the deck here, what we're going to do now is add a bit more detail. And like I said, I'll do the other side, deck house windows in a minute, but on the back of the deck here, there isn't much more to add apart from the handrails. So I'll add the handrails from the corner here, and just add them all the way around the camel toe butt crack shaped deck end here. So add these all the way across and around the back, like so, around the curvy bit, and then across the other side. I'm going to try and do all this in one go because the video, well, not the video, but the internet keeps going down, hence all the jump cuts, so I do apologise for that. But there we go. So just get this last section up to the back end, just there we go, there's that bit done there. And then for the banisters as well, on the stairs, add the 2 blocks there, and the handrails around like that, and then the same the other side, a block there and there, and then all the way around like that. There we go. So there's our handrails and things done there. Marvellous. So what I'm going to do now, do another jump cut while I do sort out the other side with those windows and things, and then we'll move on. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So there's all the doors and windows added on both sides, and it should look something like that. So what we're going to do now is work on the top deck house, which will support the deck houses that will support the funnels and things. So We'll go to the front wall, or go to the front of the top of the wheelhouse, which is here. So the centre block is here. Now what we're going to do is count back to the 7th block on the wood. So we'll go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'll put a red block there to mark the centre. And then this front wall is going to be 11 wide, so that's 5 either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that way. And there will be cabins incorporated into this, so it's going to be a bit of a finicky design. So you got that 11 wide wall, and then you want 3 out, 1, 2, 3, and then you want 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then back 2, 1, 2, back 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Make it 17. Like that. And then that looks about right. So yeah, I said 16, 17, make it 17. And then you want 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we want 8. What do we want? 16, and then 2, 2, and then 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we want 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, like that. So that's how that should be, like so. And what you want to do then is increase that to, I think it's 4 high, so increase it, anyway, don't increase the walls just yet. What I'll do, I'll copy it, I'll build the other side first, just so I get out of the way. So it's 11, and then what was it? It was 11, and then 3. 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 2, back 2, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, and it was 17, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then the 2, and then the 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, like that. So there we are. So there's both sides done like that. And then go to the front wall is going to be slightly different. We go to the side of where the row of 17 begins. We'll put a block there, and you go up 2 and then up 2 like that to create the sort of stair design that we did, so similar to what we did on the front down here. So it's up 1 and then up 2, 2, and then you do the same on the other side on that front of the 17. So you go up 1 and then up 2 and 2 like that. And then basically on the front of every section you just do the same. So on this section here, do the 1 and then the 2, 2. The next row along, go the 1 and then the 2 and the 2. Next row along, the 1 and then the 2 and the 2. Next one along, the 1 and then the 2 and then the 2. And then next to that, on this row of 2 here, you go up 1 and then the 2 and the 2. So it sort of looks like that. And then onto the front wall, you just do the 1 and then the 2 and the 2. And then you do the same from the other side, so it's the 1 and the 2 and the 2. So what I'll do, I'll just build this all the way up to the centre, like that. So do the same design up to the centre block. So that's how it should look on the front. So that's one side almost done. So it's basically go on the inside now and fill in the gaps. Right, so that's one side done. That's how it should look on one side. Just want to do that same thing on the other side, and it should look something like that. So what I'll do, I'll quickly copy and paste that just to save a bit of time. Down to there, so I'll quickly copy, flip, and then right, and paste. And there we go, there's both sides done. So you've got a curved wall looking like that, which looks pretty good. And then basically the rest of the walls, all the way up to the end of the 16, or the end of the 13 rather, you just want to build that up to 4 high. So I'll do one side again. So build it 4 high. Trying to do this as quick as I can. I know the internet's going to crash again, which is pretty good. Pretty good. As you know, it's a Sunday. It's a Saturday after all, rather. Let's do the use set quartz for this one. So set quartz for that, and then the last bit there. So there we go. There's one side done. That's one side of the walls all added. And it should look something like that. So once again, I'm going to quickly copy that to the other side. And I'm going a bit quick, but I'm trying to get this done before the internet goes to tits again. Copy, flip, and then paste. And there we go. There's both sides done. And it should look something like that. Marvellous. So I'll do another quick jump cut while I sort this out, and sort out the next part, and then we'll move on. So back in a second. Okay, back again. Just one small mistake from the last section. This section wall here on the side here, on the build when we were building it, I said it was 16 long, this piece here. It's actually 13 long. I built it right on that side, but not this side, so if you're a bit confused, this one's meant to be 13 rather than 16, so these last 3 blocks, we can remove those. There we go. So the other side was fine, so that's 13 over there, so now this side here is 13, so I do apologise for that one, that was my fault. Anyway, that's that bit done. So what we're going to do now is build the area for the cabins. So at the end of the 13, which should be okay, we're going to build inwards. Should I work out what to do? We build inwards 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we want a line of 96. So I just build this wall to 3 high quickly. So that's a 3 high wall there. And then you want a line of 96. That's 9, 6. So let's build that. Measure as I go along. So I want 96. So it's going to be a load of cabins again. There's only 16 this time rather than... I think it's 16. Because there's a couple less than the last one. Because on the deck below there's 18, whereas on this one there's 16, I think. Excuse me. So how far is that? That is 83, so another 13 needed. That is 96, there we are, so 96 there. And at the end of the 96 we want to build out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the side we want 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Better make it 6, I suppose. Or is it 4? I'm trying to work it out. So it's out 4, and it's 5, 4. I'm confused. It's 5. Oh, I see. So yeah, it's 5. Sorry, so it's 5. So it's out 4, then 5, and then we curve inwards. Sorry, so it's out. That's what's confusing me. So at the end of the 5, we want 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're curving the other way, not curving out that way. We're curving inwards. So it's 4. Then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, inwards 2, 1, 2, and then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus a colour block to mark the centre, and that should be the centre line there, and that is, that's good, that's fine, that's marvellous. So that basically, either do the other side now, or what you can do is build this to 3 high, all the way along to the front of the front wall we just done. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do the other side first, and then I'll increase it in height. So what I'll do, go back to the other side at the end of the 13 and build in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and increase that to 3 high. And then we want our line of 96 all the way along. And hopefully I get this design right. I will get it right one day, trust me. I'm not great at building tutorials at the best of times, but because I'm a bit rusty still, things are going a bit wrong quicker than usual. So that's 96 there, that's fine, and then you go out 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then curving in we want 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 2, inwards 2, and then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there we go, that's increased the height, well not increased the height, but that's all connected up there, and that's fine. That's how it should look. That's brilliant. That's marvellous. That's beautiful. That's how we want it. So what we want to do now is this side wall here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just build this to 4 high. Like so. Just that one wall there. Now I'll do the same on the other side. So just that one piece, just increase to 4 high. Like that. And then the rest of the walls around the back increase to 3 high. And the walls between going inside there are 3 high as well. So I just build this back piece like this to 3 high. Like so. All the way around. Like so, so that's 3 high. Oh, for God's sake, the internet's gone again. Okay, jump cut. Okay, back again. Don't know how long it's going to last this time, but anyway, there's the back wall increased to 3 high. So what we want to do now is go on the inside, where the inside cabin wall are going to be, and these will be 3 high as well. So build them 3 high like so, all the way down to the front end. Like I said, this is just going to be a very testing time for me because I'm not getting the service that I want. But anyway, there's one side done. 3 high. Do the same on the other side. 3 high all the way back, and then we can start the cabins. And the cabins themselves are going to be exactly the same layout as the ones below. So build that up like that. There we go. So there's the 3 high wall like so. And then what you want to do, what you can do, is join the 2 sides together. So there's a line going from the 4 high wall here, from the top. They just want to build a line of blocks going all the way along the top of the overhang area here, connecting up with the front end there. So basically, it create a deck area above, like on the deck below here. So you got the cabins and you got the overhang there. So this here will be the overhang as well. So just build this all the way forward as well, and that will seal off the cabin area. So build that all the way forward to there, connects to that, and there you go. And then in this area here, you start adding the cabins. So the cabins, like I say, are in exactly the same position as the ones below, so you don't really need to worry about counting the spaces. Just build the walls in like that, and exactly directly above the walls below. Exactly the same design. So just build those. Like I said, there's only 16 this time, so just need to do all of those. And then everything should be hunky diddly dory. I'll do the walls freehand, and then I'll add the glass and the jump cut because it's fairly simple. Actually, I think I might do a jump cut for a bit more, because I'm getting bored of that already. And time is not on my side. The internet keeps going down. And it is a Saturday after all. Don't normally expect it. La 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 da 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 da. Couple more to go. And last one. And there we go, there's our cabin balconies added there. And they don't look too bad. So like I was saying, the glass design is the same as well as what's on the ones below. So just go on the inside and remove some glass. Put the glass in like that. And then put a door. And that's the design you want. And then also on the balcony itself, you just add the glass paneling like that. So you just do that with all the cabins all the way along the side. And do the same the other side as well, because I've not done those. But do the same on both sides. And then everything should be fine. So I'll do another jump cut while I still can, and then we'll move on. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So hopefully the server won't crash this time. I've given it a few days, but anyway, I've added all the cabins on both sides now, so all the cabin detailing is done, and it should all look something like that. And it don't look too bad. Like I said, I've done one side, and then the other side is like that, and it don't look too bad. So that's that little job done there. The next job I want to do is create the overhang on the back. So like we did on the previous decks, all the arse crack shaped things, what we're going to do, go to the back end of where the cabin's in. And you've got this wall here which we built at 4 high. So what we're going to do is go from this top block, we're going to build the overhang, and the overhang is going to extend this top line back by 12. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then on the inside of that we want 3, 1, 2, 3. And then 2, 1, 2, and then inwards 2, 1, 2, and then curving back inwards again we want 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. And put a colour block to mark the centre. There we go. So there's one butt cheek there, and then we do the same on the other side. So we want 12 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then what was it? 3, 1, 2, 3, and 2, 1, 2. Inwards, what was it? Inwards 2, and then, yeah, in 1, 2, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there we go. There's the back end of our deck done like that, and they don't look too bad. Now for the detailing, or the deck rather, the deck you can either use wood, which I've been using, but for the top deck on the prototype I use blue. So if I use blue concrete, where is it? Blue concrete, that one. And this actually looks quite pretty. So from the inside of the butt crack, or the butt cheeks, you just want to go and add your deck like so. And this is actually quite a nice blue. And like I was saying, you can use this blue on any deck you want, because like I say, it is a sort of modern, well, modern-esque sort of cruise ship sort of thing. So you can probably use blue, any colour you want really. So blue is my preferred colour, but it's up to you what you want to do, but it does look quite nice. So there you go, just want to add this blue from the butt cheeks all the way to the front end of the superstructure, and it should all look fine. So I'm going to use the weld edit again, the fill tool, and actually I'll go mid-deck actually, so I shall stand on the top of the cabins here. I just want to use the fill tool to fill in the whole deck, and it should be fine. So if I use fill 251 11 by 300 or 400, and then it should all work and fill in. There we go, there's the deck all done, and it should look something like that, and that is quite a nice looking colour. I really do like that. So that's that top deck done there. So what we want to do now is to add the doors and windows to the back end. So if we go on the back end here, we can put if we get doors either side of the centre block, roughly a block out like so, like that, and then we'll add windows around the sides. We put sort of a window there, and then actually remove that one. We'll put square windows. We'll put a window like this, because this is fictional. We can do what we like with it. So the window there, and then go around the side, and we'll put another square window there. Why not? There we go. Doesn't look too bad. So I do the same on the other side. So we'll add another 1, 2, 3, like that, and then do one on the side. There we go. There we go. Marvellous. So that's our little job done there. Now, as we're at the back end here, we've got this deck here with the stairs. We can add the handrails to that. So if we go to where the deck curves inwards again, we can start adding the handrails again, which are all glass panes. So I'll just do these quickly. And the internet seems to be running quite nicely right now. Yeah, it wasn't the server that's crashing, it was my internet going down. It was getting really annoying, but anyhow, I've left it 3 days and everything seems to be running okay. Anyway, just get this all sorted. So add these handrails around like so, around to the other side. Ooh, missed one. And then up to there, like that. There we go, so there's our handrails done. And then last job for this bit is to add the handrails around the stairs. So I put our white blocks again, dunk and dunk, and then stair glass thingies around like that. There we go. Same the other side, bunk, and then glass all around. There we go. So that's quite a nice looking back end there, and she's taking shape. She's doing quite nicely. Right, so that is the front, the back end sort of done. So we'll go to the front end now, to the side of the main superstructure, or the top here, because we've got the cabin area and we've got the sideboard which is still blanked out. So what we're going to do on the front, which is curved, things are going to be a bit tricky here. So what we're going to do, if we go for the centre, because it's curved wall here, we're going to add some windows. So we've had to remove a block there and remove a block there. We'll add a window and a window there like that. So it's a too high window, but sort of spaced out on the slant like that. So add another. Oh shit! Didn't mean to do that. Add another one block out, and then another one block out there. So we've got there'll be 5 across the front. So I'll do 5 across. That's so, and that don't look too bad. And then we'll put another one on the side here. Doesn't matter if you can't see through it. So there we go. There's our front windows, and another one over the other side, of course, like that. And she don't look too bad. Then we can move to the side now. We'll just add basically windows going out to the cabins. Basically, how many do I put? So it doesn't matter how many. So as long as we put a load of windows on the side, sort of 1 block apart, going all the way out to the cabins, and then everything should be hunky diddly diddly dory. In theory. So just add these all the way along the side. Oops, missed one. And like I say, because it's fictional, you can do whatever you want with it, and no one really gives 2 shits. So there we go, there's our windows added down that side. And we can do the same on the other side, so it's a 3 gap. Yep. So we do the other side, 4th window along, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Add our windows like that. And then we can do a jump cut and then move on to the top deck, because there's more detail to go on up there. Excuse me. And there we go, there's our windows added. and they don't look too bad. Marvellous. Beautiful. And all things considering. Yep, don't look too bad. So there's our prototype, and there's our almost finished product. So what we're going to do now, we're going to marvel at what we built, and then we're going to do another jump cut while I work out what to do next, and then we can move on. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So what we're going to do now is move on to the top deck houses on the top of the superstructure. We're going to go to the front of the blue deck, and what we're going to do is go to the fourth back on the blue. So we'll go to the centre block, and then go to the fourth back on the blue. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and add our centre block. And then for this front wall of this deck house, this will be the deck house that supports the mast. This deck house will be 9 wide, so that's 4 either side. 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. And then 3 out the sides. 1, 2, 3, and 2. 1, 2. Same the other side. 1, 2, 3, and 2. And then for the sides we want 4 back, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then out 1 we want 21, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then the curve back in we want 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 1, 2, and then 2 again, 1, 2, and then in 2, 1, 2, and then inwards 3, 1, 2, 3, plus a centre block there, and that should line up. So there we go. So that's one side. Just do the other side quick. So as it was 4 back, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 21. I won't bother counting it, I just measure it and compare it to the other side. Oh, missed one. No, there we are. There we are. So it's 21, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 2, and then in 2, and then 1, 2, 3. There we go. So there's our walls for our first deck house done there. So what we want to do then is increase that to 4 high all the way around. I'll do this as quick as I can. I think it's 4 high in there. Yeah, it's quite a high deck house for where it is, but that's the way I build it, and that's the way it's going to be. And I'm just going to use welded it to do some of it. So just set quartz like that, and then and do this end of the side. Do this as quick as I can, even though it really isn't. There usually comes a point when I can just jump cut things and do things like that, but most people want to see me do things more on screen, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing it really quick and sloppily. There we go. So there's our deck house done like that, and then the next job is just to add the roof. So once again, along the top line of the blocks, just add the blue roof, or any colour you wish to use, and then everything will be fine. What's that ship over there, by the way? I keep forgetting what one that is. I think that's the Belgian land over there. I can't remember. No, never mind. Anyway, just quickly use the fill tool for this. So bear with me. And there we go. And there's our first deck house done like that. So like I say, that would be where the mast will sit. We'll do that in the next part, but that's all fine there. So that's the first deck house done. So what we're going to do now, go to the back end of the deck house, and we're going to count back on the blue again, all the way back. We're going to count back 38 blocks. So we're going to go back to the 38th blocks. That's 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38. So on the 38th block back, and put our centre block like so. So there's 30 sets. There's 38 blocks back. On the 38th block, you put the red block. Now for the deck house, it's 15 wide. So that's 7 either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just like that. And then we want to go out 2, 1, 2, and then back 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 2, 1, 2, and then inward 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus a centre block there. So do the same on the other side. So it's out 2, 1, 2, back 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 2, 1, 2, and then in 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. There we are. There's our first middle deck house done, and then just the same again. This time we increase it to 3 high. Nearly said 4 high, but it's 3 high all the way around. So make this one 3 high, and this one will when it's done, we'll have two pairs of, well, a pair of testicles on the top, like some of these ships do at the time. So we just get our deck house built up to the height we want, and there'll be another layer going on in a minute. We'll just get the first layer, first three sections built up to 3 high, like so. So there it's 3 high like that, and then on the inside, just one block. Add on the inside, doesn't matter where. Add 2 blocks high like that, and then trace on the inside the deck house like so. So basically, just adding an extra layer, but just inside by 1 block, and it should sort of look something like that. It's quite difficult to explain, but there you go. That's how it should look. You can see it's tracing inwards like that. I think my hard drive's about to die as well, so let me just do a jump cut. Actually, what we'll do, we'll fill in the roof first. The roof is all white, so we'll sort that out first. There's constant problems with this today, but never mind. Anyway, there's our roof all filled in like that, and there you go. There's the second deck house done, and it should look something like that. And there we go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a quick jump cut again, and then we'll sort out the third deck house. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So what we're going to do now is from that second deck house, we're going to go down to the back wall of that, and we're going to leave a gap again. So from the centre block on the blue, we're going to count back to the 19th back. 19th back. That's 19 back. So that's the first block there. So we do 5, 10, 15, 18, where's 19? 19 there. So there's 19 blocks back. We'll add our third red block there. So that's 19 blocks back, and a small gap. And then for this deck house, it is 17 wide. So that's 8 either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that way. And then we want. Is it just 17 wide? I don't think there's any side bits, is there? Let me just double check because I can't remember how this goes. Yeah, it's fine actually. So it's just a square basically. Yeah, so it's 17 wide, and then the sides are 41. So 1. I'm measuring it. So it's 41 we want for the sides. So I just measure it as I go along. How far is that? That is 39. 40, 41, there we go. And then back in, what's it, back in 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then a centre block there. There we go. So do the same the other side, a line of 41, and then everything should be fine. Oop, what's that? Like I was saying, it's basically just a square like so. So what we're going to do now, the sides and the back we're going to increase to 4 high. I'm just trying to work out the design of this thing. So the side walls and the back wall will increase to 4 high. Up to about there, so we just set quartz to there. So like I say, we leave the front wall at 3 high for the minute, but the sides and the back wall will increase to 4 high. Just to save a bit of time, so just do that one and then the next one down the other side. Like so, and then the front wall will increase that to 3 high. Just going to work out the design of this one because it's a little bit funky. So see about there's that wall there. What we can do, I'm going to just quickly check the prototype because I can't remember how I done this. It's using slabs, so we want 3 in from the end. We have slabs, and it's 2, 2, 2. Okay, got it. Gonna have to remove a few more blocks, but we'll worry about that in a minute. So if we go 4th block in from the end on each side, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll add a line of slabs up to the centre. So same on the other side. 4th in from the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that up to the centre. And then behind that we'll go a row of 2, 2, and then 2 again out to the side. So remove a few blocks of the side wall. Do the same the other side. So remove a couple of blocks there, and then we'll go out 2, 2, and 2 again like that. That looks pretty good. And then we'll go back to the centre and add another slab behind and then one up, so it creates it at 2 high. And then we'll go out and then trace the slabs again, going out, so it's basically all the way out like that, and then remove that block there and then reattach it there. So basically sort of, it's awkward to explain, but you can sort of see the design. So if we just follow the slabs out to the side and then just trace the corners, 2, 2, 2, 2 again like that, and then just replace that area like that. It really doesn't look too bad. And then on the inside of where the gaps are, we can just put a block there to fill that in, and a block there to fill that in, and it don't look too bad. Like I say, it's awkward to explain. It's kind of a bit of a shit design which I've done on the prototype, but you know, it don't look too bad. And then last job for this deck house is just to add the deck, which is all blue again. So just add that deck all the way back, and it should all look fine. So I should just quickly use the fill tool here, and then there we go. So there's that deck house done there, and it don't look too bad. So that's 3 deck houses, and this deck house will support the funnel. So the funnel will be part in the next part as well. So the mast, the bollocks, and the funnel, as well as some of the other smaller details like lifeboats and things, will be done in the next video. But that's that, and also the doors and windows and things, but that would be for then. So I'm going to do another jump cut now. We've got one more job to do afterwards, and then we'll call it quits. But I should do a jump cut while I sort things out, and then we'll move on. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So what we're going to do now is add the glassed area, which is sort of a bathing area or a tennis area. I don't really know what it is, but what we'll do, we'll go to the back end of the first deck house onto this side wall, which is this big side wall here, and with the white blocks we're going to go from this in block here. We're going to build out 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all the way out to the side, and then we want to go out to the side. Like that. Can't really tell. Actually, yeah, we go out 6 and then out 2, and then what we'll do, we'll go a line of 72. So it's 6 out and then 2, and then we want 72. So we put the first block there, and we'll measure as we go along. So we want just a single line, and then we want 72. 7.2 we want. So like I say, I'll measure and build it along, and measure as I go. So we'll see how we do. So how far is that? That's 49. And that is 71, and then 72 there like that. So there we are. So it's 72, and then inwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that, connecting to the third deck house, like so. So there's like we've done there. So like I say, at the front end it was 6 out, 2, and then 72, and then inwards 6. And then after that, we want 2 lines of glass going out like that, 2 blocks high, or a line of glass 2 blocks high like that, and then down the side to do the same. So I don't know the number for the glass, so I'm just going to build it freehand. Like so, and then double it up. And then down the back like so. There we go, so there's our glass added there. And the last job for this is to add a line of slabs along the top, so we can connect the slabs to this area up here, and then across the top like so. And it's not the prettiest of designs, but you can sort of tidy it up a little bit and add some sort of spotlights and things. But don't really know what this area would be, but you could probably add a pool or something if you want, just to make it look pretty. And then that area's done there. And at the end you can sort of cut open an area for a walkway through there, and then do the same at the back end. So just cut that in like that, and there you go. So that's that job done there, and it don't look too bad. So so like I say, it was a row. So at the end of the deck house, the end of the outside line, I just do a quick dummy of this. So it's out from this point here, go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2, and it's 72, and then you get the idea. So it's the same on both sides. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cheat again and use World Edit, just to get this little job out of the way, because you've pretty much seen how it's done. And then we can call it a day then, I think. So just quickly copy, and then flip to the right, and paste. And there we go. There is our glassed area there. and they don't look too bad. Marvellous. Brilliant. Beautiful. So that is it for, I think this is part 4, isn't it? I don't know, I can't remember what video we're on. Because it's been a couple of days since I started it, because of all the internet problems, but doesn't matter. Anyway, that's all I'm going to do for today. So the ship is taking shape quite nicely, so for the last part, which would be part 5 I think, what we're going to do, we're going to do the forecastle details, which is very basic. Some doors and windows down there. We've got the masts to do on the front end, as well as a testicle there. We've got 2 testicles to go on the middle deck house there. And then we've got the funnel to go on, plus 2 little auxiliary funnels there, as well as the lifeboats. So not a huge amount of detail to do, but probably enough to do one video, and then we'll call it a day then. So we're going to call it a day now. So this is Rich, signing off, logging off and disappearing, and I shall return in part 5, or 4, whichever one it is. So bye for now.